Okay, it's like a little powder you put underneath your tongue. It gives you just a little bit of boost of energy in the morning, and it also puts a lot of vitamins into your system to burn off throughout the day. That is an awesome thing. I've been using it forever. This is a really cool thing. Oh, if you guys want to have a really good lift as well, and you really want to like get the blood pumping, and you really want to provide a lot of oxygen to your muscles to help build up that lift and build up that bulk, get a little supplement called L-arginine, and you can get it in like double dosage, all kinds of stuff like that. It works wonders. It really does. Supplements are important. Breakfast is important. But just cutting down a lot of the fatty foods, a lot of like white breads and stuff like that can really improve that bulk. In all honesty, if you change your diet, you might just see changes if you hardly lift at all.
See,
you'll probably lose some weight. Yeah.
Because I really need to focus on my diet, because for so long I built up a lot from just eating garbage, and then I'm at the point right now where if I'm not really making any gains, so I don't need to improve my diet. Because, I mean, I eat garbage. That was always my philosophy of, like, eat garbage and then just lift a ton of weights.
Is there a beetle in here?
So, he says, what's your opinion on negatives?
You know? I don't really have much of an opinion, or I actually don't know that much about the subject.
See, I don't either. I don't either. Maybe you could enlighten us. So,
yeah,
Sam, okay.
On what that is.
So, yeah, honestly, he says he used creatine. Can you tell me what creatine is as well? Is that like a protein or something?
What it is an extreme concentrated protein. And what it is, we all have natural creatine in our body, but it is a very low amount. What they do for creatine, it is harvested from elk felt before they shed it. And you can honestly go out in the woods, stuff like that, or they have like farms for it. But it is extreme concentrated protein. And it is like, it's a super fast muscle builder, but the thing is, if you quit building, like if you quit working out or quit doing those daily activities, you will lose your muscle like twice as fast. That's why you want to build the lean muscle first. And then you keep building that muscle, you build up your core and this muscles that it will layer on top of the other muscle, and it will prevent it from burning. Let's say you quit lifting for like a week or two. That's what creatine is.
See,
I use creatine, and it is the shit. Like, honestly, it helps build lean muscle, because I'm building lean muscle because I'm a runner, and I want to be able to, like, not because, like, I had major shin splints last year because I really didn't work on my calves, but if I could get that muscle down there, which I have been doing, it builds that lean muscle very quickly. And it is an awesome supplement if you want to take it. It is almost comparable, to be honest, to like a very weak steroid, but without like shrinking your testicles.
See, I've heard here. I think my overtime will kill the second guy, but I've always heard take protein shakes. Do you do protein shakes?
You know, I've heard epic things about them, and I've heard very bad things about them.
See, I've only heard good things about them.
The bad things I've heard about those is that like the protein shakes, sometimes there's like very bad ones. If you're gonna get a protein shake, find the best one you can on the market. Don't get a cheap one. Don't get like the great value shake.
Okay, I'm gonna kill the second guy.
Because you know what's in that? It is 100%. It may say like it's like, it is really just like sugar, and it's just like there's not hardly any protein in that shitty stuff. You want the good stuff. You want like whey protein and stuff like that. That will help you build. I don't use it because I find them absolutely repulsive, and that's, I think, like, okay, remember when I gave you that?
That was so nasty. Like legit,
yes,
like I couldn't even swallow that. It tastes like baby formula.
It is. I find it repulsive, but if you can find a good one that you like, top of the notch market, I say go for it. Honestly.
So he said negatives. Okay, continue.
The thing is about protein shakes. Oh, I got a fire salamander pet.
Oh, not bad, not bad.
It's only 36 pedigree, so it's kind of shitty, but the other thing is about like protein shakes. Again, just like with the creatine, if you quit taking the protein shakes and you start to like retake it, you can kind of feel kind of shitty, because it's like your body forms a dependency because it takes up a lot of space in your gut. for the protein shakes. It's like ultimately, it's kind of like one of those food shakes. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's like that. So you'll kind of put a dependency on it. So it's like you keep taking it. It's really nice. But yeah, talk about those negatives. I don't know what that is.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. We have some really good questions. Here, wait, I'm adjusting my music. So tell me when you get to the guy. So we have some really good questions that came in. That's what I'm gonna do. She says negatives are when you do your max weight of something to muscle failure, then your spot loads up the weights and you hold it there as long as you can. If you're at muscle failure, then it'll drop. Even if you're using your strength to hold it up. I've pushed myself to the point where I can't go any further, but I guess I've never done those. I mean, that's honestly probably amazing, as long as I'd say, yeah, after that, definitely take a full 24 hours off.
That sounds incredibly hardcore, yeah.
See, what here? Do you want to go in? One of the common things I hear with people making mistakes about lifting, I was talking to a guy and he was looking for a personal trainer and he said I knew a lot about it, and he said, okay, this is what's happening. I'm working out 6 days a week. And he said, and I've been doing it for 2 years and I haven't made any gains. And I told him, the problem is you're not giving your muscles a chance to regain.
Yeah.
You need 24 hours. You need to push yourself till you need to die, and then you need a full day off. And that's what I always do.
Mm-hmm. That is how you get gains. And if you guys want a good YouTube channel and you guys want to like see some like a guy who is super successful, this guy, you'll look at him, you'll say, oh, this guy has to be on steroids. No shit, he's not on steroids. He does 100%. He has stuck to this routine for years. He is what I would deem a success. Look up a guy called Rich Piana. It's just Rich, how you spell Rich, and it's Piana. This guy is a bodybuilder. He is swole as shit. He doesn't use steroids. He uses supplements and a good diet. And he honestly just like the egg white shit, the oats, that kind of deal. I got all that from him. And it really, like, even if you don't want to like build or anything like that, if you want a good, healthy diet that won't clog you up and it can like help you with like your system in itself, eat exactly what he eats. But those negatives, I don't know. That sounds dangerous, but I guess it could.
I've done that before. In weight training, that's what we always did. I'm very strongly in support of that. Absolutely. I mean, literally, we would do core exercises in that class till literally you couldn't even walk to your locker. I love it, but I definitely say have someone there to help you out. Have a spot or something. That shit can be rough. I do very strongly support that though. Oh, let's see. Will I kill with an evil snowman? It probably won't boost that much. Yeah, we'll go for it.
Honestly, if I were you, I wouldn't have him hit with the evil snowman. I'd have Seth kill him with Storm Shark, and then you could probably evil snowman one of the death guys. I'll finish off the fire guy, and then by the time that you kill the death guy, he'll have another Storm Shark or whatever available.
So, yeah, Thuddy, I'm gonna get to your question. That is an absolutely amazing question. The problem is we have, okay, all amazing questions. I'm gonna get to all these. These are awesome. But I want to ask the thing. Someone said, "What's the worst pet in the game?" It's that damn Piggle. But Sam, Thuddy asks, "What is your opinion on girls calling you daddy?" We both have experience on this. Sam, I'm gonna let you go first.
Yeah. Okay, so
I'm gonna kill the last one.
Being a male.
Yes.
Being a male.
Absolutely.
It is.
We are both that. We are both that.
Empowering.
Yes, absolutely. I'm gonna agree 100% with you. I love it. I love it.
It unleashes this urge, alright, where it's just like, I want to dominate the shit out of her. I want to prove that I'm a big, strong, fucking male. And it's like, oh yes, daddy. Oh yes, pound my asshole. That kind of shit. It may sound retarded when I say it, but when you're going and you're just like in the mood, you're just like, you're going ham. It is.
Oh, it's
life changing.
Yeah. And the other thing is DDLGs. Do you have any experience with this? I have a ton. I will elaborate on this if you don't have anything.
Honestly, that's the best I could say.
Okay, so, the last girl I dated was into DDLG. And at first when she said, I'm like, I know everything. How do I not know that? And at first I was like, okay, this sounds really cool. Yeah, it wasn't. It got super weird. I ended up having to end the relationship. Like, it was like I'm up for anything once, but I mean, it just got to the point where it was too creepy. Like, it was the point where I was just like, we gotta stop this. Like, she was into, like, pet play and all that stuff. And I'm like, and she was using, like, the rape fantasies and stuff. And I'm like, yo, I've been taught at a young age, this stuff is wrong. Like, I cannot go there. And she, like, wanted me to, like, beat the shit out of her while, like, we did it. It was just weird. I had to get out of there. That was just odd. Couldn't stand
Wait, why didn't you beat the shit out of her?
Dude, that's just weird. She wanted me to like straight up punch her in the back. She wanted me to like knock her out.
Yeah, I can't say George is into that. I think she's a pretty normal girl. But I gotta say, you've had some experiences that'd be very funny.
Oh. Okay, so Gootbuster says you do long distance running. I started it and it's harsh. I have done a lot of long distance running. I ran a half marathon and I'm training for a marathon. I love long distance running. Here's the problem. Okay. I haven't done long distance running in a long time, and I just started this week actually getting back into long distance running. It has been horrible. Here's the thing about long distance running. At the beginning when you first start training, it's awful. It is the worst thing in the world. Training for long distance is awful. But once you get it down, you get your breathing down, you get to the point where it's not that hard on your...
It's like a mode.
Yeah, you get like into this mode, and it is amazing. You burn so many calories. It's awesome. I love it. It's one of the coolest things ever. But yeah, it's miserable right now. It's actually miserable. The other day I ran, and literally I almost just laid on the ground in 85-degree weather and just said I'm done. Because I usually run for about 1.5 miles every time I go to the gym. I ran for 4 miles straight in 85-degree weather. I was not ready.
Alright, the thing is, alright, I run cross country, okay? It is honestly, people could dish cross country. It is one of the most fun sports you could ever be on. But the only thing is, the only complaint I have against it, if you're into long distance running, there are no bathroom breaks. You have to finish that run, or it honestly could like push you farther ahead. It's like, oh, I have to shit, so I gotta go or I'm gonna shit my pants. And I've shit my pants before. It's not fun, but see, if you think it's the key to doing that, you want to wear compression shorts, okay? So it doesn't go anywhere, and then you could just like step inside. Like with my experience, I stepped inside the Mormon temple, and I unleashed.
Oh my god, I knew that was coming.
I unleashed a demon into their toilet, and that's just part of running. But the thing is, if I could give any advice, if you guys want to have a good run, get a good pair of shoes.
Oh, it's all in the shoes. It's all in the shoes.
It is all in the kicks. It is.
Oh, absolutely. And okay, honestly, the uglier the shoes are, the better for you they are.
Oh yeah. If I can recommend a pair of shoes,
Asics.
They're like grandpa shoes. Wear Brooks. Brooks are the best running shoes you will ever have.
Generally, rule of thumb, the uglier the shoe is, the better for you it is. Don't run in Nikes. If you run in Nikes, you can kiss your feet goodbye.
Alright, you can run in Nikes if you're flat-footed. Because Nikes were designed for flat-footed people, considering that most people who are athletes, who are like African American, usually African Americans have flat feet. That's who they designed it for, because they are the larger market, and they get the most like sponsorships, stuff like that. But yeah, if you have flat feet, run in Nike. They are very good shoes, but the thing is, I have high arches, so I really can't.
So Thuddy said, see, I've never called a boy daddy, but this guy wanted me to. Honestly, you just gotta try it. It's one of those things you just gotta try once in your life, honestly. I feel like Shia LaBeouf when I want to say, just do it. Mm-hmm. Wait. Was there a beetle I needed to get inside the dungeon we were just in?
Let me check. Oasis.
I don't think there was.
No,
I got both of the Oasis ones.
There's not one.
Yeah, I didn't think there was.
Alright, but the thing is, when calling a boy daddy, it works the exact opposite if you're a girl. It is like, oh my gosh, I'm being dominated. I'm finding a big, strong man, and he feels bigger and stronger. Because honestly, it makes this guy go into like fucking caveman mode.
Yeah, it really does. Like you go to another level.
Adrenaline rush.
Yeah, it really is. Like you forget what you're doing. It's like that SpongeBob meme. Like literally, that's what you become.
Yeah, you become fucking SpongeGar. In all honesty, that is 100% the truth. Oh, here's the Great Sphinx Beetle, I think, out here. Yeah, I just got it. There you go. And then I'll go get the Entrance Hall Beetle.
And then the one here is just right up top.
Yeah, it's like right there.
I run barefoot. It's called Curse Voice. It's basically the best way to talk to people.
Run barefoot, King?